recovery on hold during the summer. I know I've commented about this many times, but recovery is so important and it has to be the first thing in your life. And you can't say that, oh, I'm going to work on these aspects of recovery. I'm going to work on the emotions, the feelings, the healing. But I'm going to sidestep the eating because I don't want to deal with that and I don't think that it's important. The eating side of an eating disorder is kind of really important because although eating disorders have nothing to do with food, it is a disease that manifests itself through food, and you need to be able to continue to eat and to eat healthily. The reason I bring this up is because it has been something that has affected me recently. Summer started, structure changes, and I didn't have that same time available that I used to be able to eat when I was eating. And it kind of threw things off schedule. And then it kind of mixed into my recovery, and I was like, oh, well, you know what? Um, I don't have to take care of myself as well as I had been because why not just let eating disorder behavior slip out? And the reason eating disorder behavior isn't allowed to slip out is because it's so important to know that you need to be able to fuel your body and you need to have that to be able to function properly. Yesterday I was at a workshop at the Renfrew Center by me where we did this activity where there was 3 different stations, each of which had a paper that had a part of the body. First was like the shoulders up, and then it was like the torso, and then the legs down, were the 3 different stations. And at each station, you wrote down what the first negative thought that comes, eating distorted thoughts would be. And you wrote them down and said, this is what I think of this spot. And then we did the activity again where you pointed out the positive sides of those things. For example, my hands are pretty awesome because 1, they help me drive safely, 2, they help me pick up small objects, 3, they help me hold my cousin, who is absolutely adorable's hand as we walk through parking lots because she's 8 and still needs that. My feet are awesome because they help me walk places. My legs, they help me swim, they help me walk too, they help me dance, they help me jump, they help me do so many different things. And like we were pointing out like the positive things and the importance of every aspect of your body and how that really can help you. And the reason that this was like so in the forefront of my mind was because, as I said, I got into that mood where, oh, it's summer, I don't really need to take care of myself. I don't have to make my recovery the forefront. Even though I was still working on recovery, it kind of wasn't like the eating wasn't the primary concern. But the thing is, if I expect my body to be able to do all of those things that I said and more, I have to be giving it the fuel in order to function properly and to be able to work so that I can have fun this summer. Summer is supposed to be a time of fun, and it's supposed to be one where you can just enjoy it and have fun. I I can't stress enough how important that is. Like this whole event, and also just like since summer started, like I've noticed that like things can get so much difficult if you're not fueling your body because you need to have that in order to maintain recovery. And you can't sidestep it and say, well, this is my bubble of recovery and I'm going to work on everything else and it'll be wonderful. Like you have to get in the dirt of it. You have to sit there at every meal, whether you want to eat it or not, and you have to be able to make yourself eat it because your health has to be your first concern and you have to be able to take care of yourself because food is simply fuel that helps your body function properly. I actually like that. That was a good alliteration, like the food, fuel, and function. Okay. I love alliterations. But anyway, the moral of the story is like recognizing the importance of your body. Like as I said, recognizing your arms are awesome because they can hold a baby, they can hug a friend, like things like that. Those are affirmations, recognizing the importance of those body parts and saying, look, I am a really important person. And knowing that and recognizing that there are so many wonderful things about your body, especially when you find yourself fixating on a specific thing, whether it be, for example, your thighs, like even just saying no, like I may wish that I had different thighs, but they help me with my personal Irish dancing. They help me walk. They help me do all this different stuff. Like, I need my thighs. And, like, recognizing it like that can really make all the difference. And seeing that side of the affirmations, like, pointing out why your body parts are important. And so the one thing that I really wanted to highlight was that recovery can't just be that I'm going to work on all these things because recovery has to be all of it. You can't expect your life to be altered anymore by the negativity and by the distorted habits and thinking. If you guys just checked out the video, I'll post it here, yes. It is talking all about the scale and saying how, like, you can't give the control anymore. You need to just let it build dust. You need to let the disorder get in your past and just be done with. And I, as I expressed in that video, am so done with my disorder. Now I'm just at that part where I'm fighting for recovery, and the way to do that is continuing to eat properly. And the way that I do that is, because I have problems with restricting, I make sure that I am eating. And one of the ways that I did that is kind of set a limit for myself. I have a rule of thumb: it's never exceed 4 hours. So every 4 hours I have to have something to eat, because I know that I've had those moments where I've been counting hours since I'd last eaten, and I didn't want to break the streak of not eating because my mind wouldn't let me. But it's so important to know that if you're eating consistently and eating healthily and eating as properly as you should, even in this less structured summer, that you're still working on recovery and you're still claiming back your life, because you're taking the power away from the disorder, and you're saying that, yeah, you may think that I'm uncomfortable eating this, and I might feel bloated after eating this, I may feel fat, I may feel miserable, but the thing is, I'm not letting the negativity, the distortions, the belittling thoughts dictate my life anymore, and I'm actually going to enjoy my summer. And the way to enjoy that is to be able to fuel your body so that you are able to do all of these activities that you want to do. And like, I think that really hit me recently. Like, I'm 17 years old. I should be having like such a wonderful time, and yet I am here and I'm still working on recovery, and that's my job. I have to be able to be there and to say my recovery comes first. And like, it was so interesting because like, I really recognized just how much like was taken away from me because of my disorder. But the thing is, now that it is summer, I am kind of just relaxing and saying, you want to know what, let me just embrace my age and be able to do the things that somebody my age should be doing, and not have it be manipulated anymore by a disorder, by the negativity, by what I can and can't eat. The reason I say that is because I have a cool story right now that I found really awesome, and it was me being a 17-year-old girl, so I'm going to have fun telling the story. But anyway, I went to the Demi Lovato concert, as you guys saw, and I went up to the snack stand because I had to buy my lunch / dinner before the show. It was like, yeah, based on like what happened with the day, we had been traveling, so I needed to buy lunch and dinner. And what ended up happening was, the guy who was serving me, he was flirting with me, and so I was just talking, just chilling, and it was really nice just being able to, like, I was at a concert, like, having fun, and I'm just, like, flirting with a guy. I knew it was nothing because, like, it was a different state. We would never, obviously, do anything. Nothing would end up happening. But it was the fact that I was able to just stand there and flirt and, like, just to have fun. And, like, the one thing that really, like, was really exciting was, well, at least I found it really funny, was I was standing there waiting for my food, right? I had ordered a veggie burger with cheese on it, and it came with chips, so it was good. Just saying, random side comment. But anyway, moral of the story is, like, I was waiting for my food, and there was, like, a line building behind me, and he just, like, wasn't, like, answering them or, like, helping them, or, like, this woman was trying to, like, sneak around me, but, like, he was just standing there talking to me, and it, like, really validated, like, one, I'm a 17-year-old girl, like, I should be having fun like this, and, like, that was so nice. But also, like, I was worth something to somebody, and, like, that's something that, like, obviously, it's just one of those, like, one nights where somebody flirts with me, but still, it's like, it gives you importance. I don't know why. I'm trying to fix my hair nonchalantly, guys. But yeah, it's like, oh, it was so nice, and, like, just being able to do that, like, this is the thing, like, that is why you need to fuel your body, so that you can have fun like that. I know, like, even before I was going to go get that dinner,